is Diana, and together with me I have Cheng Wei and Cadence. We are the co-founders of Experiment Purposefully, an actionable mentorship for experienced hire. When I first got into a job of a top tech company, I thought my career is going to be well secured for the rest of my life. But little did I know that when the COVID hits, I became the one in every four of the experienced hire that decided to make a career change. After receiving lots of phone calls every single day on my work day, and I went to a state of eventual burnout. And I realized that as I look at the statistics in Singapore, there are like 79% of experienced hire who decided a career outside of their field of study, which is something that I've done as well. So from all these statistics, we look at a typical career journey of us as a Singaporean. We went through tertiary education, we got our first job, but for me, when I was lucky. When I joined the Great Resignation, I have a lot of supportive mentors working with me to change my career and scope the next career of mine. And I wonder who else would be in this same journey as me. So we went around talking to experienced hire around us, and we realized they're also looking for some form of support during this period of time. And we talked from talking to people to understanding what the current mentoring solution has, we identified 3 gaps. 1, there was a lack of clear objective when it comes to mentorship. 2, there was little access to mentors with relevant experience. And number 3, there was not enough support for experienced hire. So Experiment Purposefully is created specially for experienced hire, 28 to 35 years old, to help people manage their career changes through gaining clarity and crafting their own personalized actionable mentorship. And we are solving it through 3 areas. 1, having an actionable focused mentorship with one mentor, experienced mentor from the industry, and having an industry-focused mentor-to-mentee matching. And we're going to support them with this Make It Happen plan that sets a clear intention and a structured plan for each conversation follow-ups. And we are going to be the one screening and recommending the mentors for the mentees. And with that, I'll pass it over to Cheng Wei, who will take us through the Make It Happen plan.
Thank you, Diana. Hi, I'm Cheng Wei, and I'll be sharing with you the business aspect of our project. Firstly, we offer two plans. The basic plan, which comes at $100 per month, and the Pro plan comes at $180 per month, where both plans will offer mentees with an industry-specific plan to work with their main project mentor. Additionally, the Pro plan allows mentees to have additional sessions to talk to other mentors of their choice, and as well as greater networking opportunities. For our business model, we have 2 main income streams. The first is the commission cut from the corporate side, and the second is the programs fees paid by the mentees. And we will work with corporates to onboard their mentors, and our mentees are ready talents to fill out the job vacancies. In this case, we are projecting a revenue of 2.4 million from the corporate stream and 670,000 from the mentee stream. This adds up to a total of 3 million in 3 years. On to the go-to-market strategy, we are looking to build partnership with corporates to onboard mentors, as well as to tap on existing networks such as alumni officers and youth organizations to acquire the mentees. For the future roadmap, in the second half of this year, we'll be focusing mainly on the recruitment of mentors and mentees. And for the first half of next year, we'll be building a new vertical on professional coaching. We are targeting to impact 3,700 of mentees to provide them with better clarity on their potential career transition opportunities, and 200 mentors with greater fulfillment in helping their mentees, as well as 10 corporate partners to establish their talent pipeline. For our budget ask, we are asking for a total of 50,000 grant, where 70% of the grant will be used mainly to build out our product and services components, and 30% for the marketing efforts, which includes publicity and outreach. We are a team of dedicated individuals who are passionate about creating actionable mentorships for the experienced hire, and with our wide range of expertise and experience, we are confident to make our mission come true. If you are interested to partner with us or have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. And now we are open to answer any questions. Thank you.
Maybe I can go first on the question. Just a quick one from me. I think it's very interesting that you are doing a very particular age group, which I think is a good thing to focus in on the age group you want to target, which is untapped. But equally, the question I have for you is, how are you going to incentivize companies to help you provide mentors for this? If you think about mentorship programs that companies get on board with, a large part of the pitch is on corporate social responsibility, serving underserved groups, and in a pro bono context. In your model, it is a for-profit social enterprise. And so, I mean, you are dependent on the mentors coming in. So what is your plan to incentivize companies to get involved in this kind of a model?
Okay, so maybe I can take this question. So for us, when we go to corporates, what we will be telling them is that right now, a lot of the companies that we have here, especially in the tech industry, we're actually poised to be the SEA regional office, and it's a launchpad from here to the other places. And with that, it actually includes a lot of the diversity that would be introduced in the process. And that being said, as for the Singaporeans that we are going to offer, whether they're going to be like transitioning from one stage to another, from industry, from one stage to another, they will be actually good assets for you to tap on, because this is because of all the legislation and stuff. You will need these talented Singaporeans, and it's time to groom them. And how do you get access to these talented people without having to, go through that one interview session and pray that the person is good, right? So you actually get the potential to send your mentors, and whether they are like regional talents, globalized talent, or whatsoever, they actually get data points to speak with talents in Singapore that are looking to transit. And if there is a good fit, it actually also provides an avenue in terms of, so for the motivation of the corporates is that we give you talents, we give you opportunities for you to convert these talents if you think that they have the potential. And on the mentor side, why would they be interested if they are like just someone in a company? So what they can offer is, as a manager or whatsoever, you may not be feeling very, you may not have enough data points about how do you contribute in terms of cross-cultural. However, if you are able to go to a mentorship and have the opportunity to interact with someone out of a company context, you are actually able to have more open and authentic conversations. And that's when you are able to get more data points that you can bring back to your workplace as well. So in terms of grooming the next generation of leaders for the region, that is also very helpful. So obviously for the mentees, they get access to mentorship, which gives them an insights into industries that they are looking into. So that is how we, pull these three people together to make it a for-profit.
If I could just follow up on this question, so I think your value proposition of companies is basically a talent pipeline that you're helping them to build, right? But how would you distinguish this from a company hiring its own people, and then, because I mean the mentors come from the companies, right? So if they're really invested in this capability, this pool of mentors, how is your product different from them? Sort of hiring their own people from the open market and then pairing them up with the mentors. Then they don't have to pay you the 10% that you're hoping to earn from this process.
So can I clarify the question? So if I'm understanding properly, you're saying that why can't they do it themselves?
Right,
and why do we do it when they have to us? Okay. Yes. So right now there is a very strong talent crunch, especially in the tech industry. On the news, you see every other day, Twitter is hiring 50 more engineers or whatever, and many companies are coming in, startups are coming in. So naturally, there is a limit of what they can do, and we are focusing on that. So we tell them that we help to mitigate some of that gap that you have. So you pay us for that. It's just the exchange.
Okay, thank you.
And I think just to add on, we are also like in the age group. We know what's happening, and we are like, we are the real test bed that you can test on us directly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what would you say is your challenge? More on the demand or more on the supply? Demand from corporates, supply of pipeline. And how are you planning to address this and make sure that you continue to be able to sustain? Because the dry up will come when you don't have your pipeline and your corporates are not seeing that you are bringing in the right talent.
So actually, in terms of the challenge, I see both sides as both equally challenging as well, that we both need to handle very delicately, because exactly the problem that you said, that both are actually dependent on one another. So in terms of that, I would actually say that the genre of the problem is slightly different. So for the mentor side, right, it's more of, okay, for the corporate side, let's say we secure the deal, which I think that is still manageable. But the problem is when the mentors come in, are they actually trained, or are they really like dedicated and feeling, are they ready to be here? So I feel that part would be a bigger challenge there about ensuring the quality and the commitment of our mentors in terms of not just intellectually, but also emotionally as well. So that's one of the key challenges that we have to fix, as well as the other side where the mentee, like how do we, at our age, right, there are many people who have moved on to a new stage, whether it's starting, become a new parent or new manager or whatsoever. Why would they, they would need a lot more courage and encouragement to say that, okay, here you can take the plunge now and we support you in that. So that would be the conversation that we need to have with the mentee side, which would be the challenge in getting them to take that step. Yeah.
Thank you.
So I have just one question. So one comment and then one question. So this is a model that personally I've experimented with before, younger target audience, but failed in execution. That being said, I think there are quite a few successful models out there, particularly in China, with CareerFrog.com, WallStreetTequila.com. I think those are multi-million-dollar businesses. My question is, how do you do price discovery and what's your traction so far? Like, were you able to actually book any coaching sessions or subscription models?
So for us personally, we have only tried to get some traction in the past week based on this. So in terms of like we have in the past week when we just launched, we have like about not a lot, like we have like about 10 mentees and like 8 mentors that have signed up through one post in that sense.
Paid.
Yeah.
10
10 mentees and 8 mentors, which is.
Did they pay?
No, that's an indication of interest in that sense. Yeah, but on the personal front, because I do life coaching and stuff, so I do have paid clients who are also looking at that transition, that we can get a data point of understanding a problem from. So they are willing to pay. It's just the seeing through part. Yeah.
Yeah, and I also have like mentors that I reach out to, and then we discuss about this model, and they are also very supportive in terms of introducing their own pool of mentors from the organization to come out with us with a plan on how they can scale this in their current organization with us. So these are like really good, encouraging traction points that we are getting from our own group of mentors, our own group of friends, and people around us.
Okay, with that, we've run out of time. Judges, do you have any last comments for the team? No? Thank you so much for the comments, and thank you, Experiment Purposefully.